Dave, started squad news. How's Jamie McGrath getting on, and we've seen Nicky Carden back in training. How's he?
Yeah, so Nicky's back involved, which is great. He's done a lot to get himself back in a position. Trained fully today, trained fully on Monday with no reaction, so that's real positive news to get him back. Jamie, you'll have noticed, went into a tackle second half, big 50-50 tackle, opened his knee up a little bit. But it's getting better all the time, and he stayed off it, the contact side. He was on the pitch today, but non-contact, just to protect him on that and give him as much time as we can. We'll just see how he goes between now and kick-off. Obviously got a little bit longer with being an evening kick-off, but he did take a bit of a whack on his knee. We're just working out how quickly that can be turned around.
He's quickly become quite an important player in this team. How happy have you been with just how fast a start he's made for Hibernian?
Yeah, delighted. I think he's someone that the club's actually been, maybe since I've been here, he's always popped up in terms of options to maybe try and get him when it has been available and how that looked like. And then obviously he's been very effective in the league for a number of years now, and what he gives you, tactically very good, but also, I talk about this all the time, the right type of people that can come in, proven at the level, and he's stepped right in straight away. And it's like he's been here for seasons, and I'd ask Josh to that as well. Came in straight away and hit the ground running, which is really positive. And I say this all the time, as a reflection on the group and welcoming boys in and making them feel settled really quick. So all in all, delighted with that.
How important is the mentality of the boys from the kick-off tomorrow? Do you look to just try and kill this tie off as quickly as possible?
It is, it's huge. I think that's the message for me, the mindset. I spoke about it this morning, spoke about it at length, about this is half-time in the tie. Nothing's been achieved yet, other than we're in a brilliant position, but it's 0-0 in this game. Let's start the game 0-0, both of you starting from the start, and you go into every single game trying to win the game, and we'll be no different going in tomorrow night with that mindset, because I think if you try and hold on and you try and protect, you're leaving yourself exposed. So we'll definitely be approaching the game as if it's 0-0, with all to play for, and because we know the threat and the danger that obviously Partizan possess. But again, sell out again at Easter Road. European night under the lights. We know how good the atmosphere was in the Michelin game, and I expect it to be exactly the same again, and we'll need them to be right behind us, which it will be. An incredible effort for the fans again, selling out the stadium. So all in all, everything's geared up for a fantastic night, hopefully.
When you speak about the threat that Partizan will pose with sort of bits and pieces of it, do you expect them to approach the game any differently? How do you expect their dangers to manifest?
Well, I think obviously they won 7-2 at the Sunday night as well, so full of confidence, scoring goals, made a few changes, good players coming in, so whatever 11 they select, they'll be good players. They're a young side, fearless side. You've even seen that when they went down to 10 men. They still threw absolutely everything at it, and I fully expect it to be exactly the same again. The intensity, the way they press, the way they come after us, and I've just touched on. Real good quality technical players that play at that level for a reason. So it'll be another huge test for us. We need to be at our very best, as we always have been, and need to be, to make sure we get a positive result.
You can add the scenes in Belgrade to a few memorable moments already in this campaign. How desperate are you just to keep going, keep adding more memories like that for the team and for the supporters? That's
a challenge. It's a challenge to the players. I think at the very, very start, whatever way we could get into group stage European football was the challenge to the players right at the very start, and it's still well within our reach, which is really positive. It is only half time in the tie, I've mentioned that. Now the scenes and the feeling straight after the game over there, obviously really pleased, and it's great for the fans and have these special moments when you're over there in isolation. That would be a fantastic result, but it is only half time. I keep saying that to the players, so you can't get carried away. The players haven't. But to quickly change their mindset towards Kilmarnock, and then now again this game takes care of itself in terms of what the players are all ready for it. They'll be looking forward to it. You've had the extra day's rest as well, and again these are the games you want to be involved in.
You mentioned that part-time's Easter Road. How important is it that those fans stick by you if at any point in that 90 minutes it's not going their way?
That's obviously very important. You've seen it even when we were over there. The part that their fans played. They found themselves 2-0 down and down to 10 men. It didn't alter or waver the noise that was coming from the home support over there, and it definitely adds to the environment you're playing in, and quite make it quite a hostile and intimidating atmosphere to play in. And our fans will certainly do that. They've done that in the Michelin game. There was periods when they had a lot of the ball, but they stuck behind the team and drove the team on. And especially when the game starts to get stretched, or later on in the game, they can be that 12th man. I have to say that all the time, how important your fans can be to really drive you over the line. And I'd never ever underestimate the power of what the fans can do to really spur you on.
Is it easier or difficult when you're trying to instill in the players that, like you say, the game is 0-0 because it is only half time? Is that a difficult one for you to get them to have that mindset?
I think it's about addressing it. One thing you don't want to do is make it become a thing. You know, when people start to worry about it or start to overthink it. As I say, if you approach the game as a 0-0 going into it and you just think about the game plan we're setting up now is to go and win the game again. So if we do that, we're in the next round. And clearly there's factors and variables within that which will be what the opposition do. You know, they're 2-0 down, they're going to have to come and have a goal, whatever that looks like and whatever way they believe gives them the best chance to do that. We've tried to prepare the players as best we can to what we think we're going to expect, but also then how we can then go and hurt our opposition going the other way. And I think that's, you know, a balance with the message to make sure, you know, we go and try and win the game on the night.